Travis Scott wants to perform at next year's Super Bowl halftime show. I say, let's do it. Let's do it. Another one. Here's another one. This is going to be one of the best halftime shows of all time. He's going to do numbers too. They say he has an album dropping already. He's already setting it up. Travis Scott's so bold that he don't care. He'll straight come out and say it. He's not going to leave you wondering, oh, is he going to do it or not? Hell no. Travis is going to jump out there and do it, and he going to rock. Ooh, that's going to be the best. I'm telling y'all. Hey, shout out to Kendrick for what you just did. Shout out to Michael Jackson. Shout out to everybody, Beyonce. Shout out to everybody who held it down at the halftime show. But if Travis Scott do this, and I just know the game is going to be off the chain because so many people are coming back with a chip. You might have, it could be the Baltimore Ravens coming out of the AFC. It could be the Pittsburgh Steelers coming out of the AFC. Buffalo Bills, Cincinnati Bengals could try to come back out there and get another ring. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even mentioned the Chiefs yet. Denver might try to get in there somehow. Pete Carroll back in Vegas. Raiders. Yeah, it's finna go down. H-Town in the building too. Don't sleep on H-Town, you know what I'm saying? Houston, Texas in this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? We gonna come through and smack something. On the NFC, you got the Cowboys. Philly gonna try to return. 49ers in there. Green Bay Packers in there. Detroit Lions in there. The Vikings are in there. With Daniel Jones, we'll see what happens with that. The New York Giants are in there, but I'm not really. We'll see what happens. We might get Shadur Sanders or something. I don't know. We'll see. But Travis Scott aiming to perform at the halftime show next year. He's already calling his shot. He's already interested in the idea. I'm telling y'all, he's a guy who's going to go snatch that. He's not going to sit there and play. Like, no disrespect to Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne kind of sat there and played. Travis Scott not going to sit there and play. He's going to he's going to be knocking on them damn people's door every day. I'm telling you. He already putting it out there. He already sending the message. He wants next year's halftime show. That shit is definitely going to be a movie. I'm telling you. A lot of y'all know Travis Scott, man. I grew up around the area he's from, man. I didn't know him growing up. He's only like a year older than me or something like that. So he was around when I used to be in Mo City with my family and shit for the summers and shit like that back in school and shit, the school days. I grew up in Galveston and Mo City area. Throughout Houston area, you know, whatever. So anyway, Travis Scott, I used to run across him sometimes. I feel like we used to all go to the mall and all that kind of shit. You know, when you kids and shit, when you're young, you go and get the new Jordans or whatever, and, you know, you buying a fake cherry in the middle of the mall sometimes. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie. I had me a couple little chains and shit like that. Anyway, before we get out of here, I'm not gonna go on. That's not what this is about. But you see how interesting this is. Travis Scott, the record. Kendrick just set the record. I might make another video on that later. But Kendrick surpassed Michael Jackson and set the record for the most watched halftime show. I think Travis Scott is going to rage. Like, it's going to be incredible. The best. I think it's going to, and he's so creative. And he has such a vision with his creativity. And he sends such a message. My God, I think it's going to be insane, chilling, entertaining, off the chain, awesome. Give the man a shot. And I'm pretty sure the game itself is going to be good again. It might be better than this one in terms of competitiveness because Philly just smacked Kansas City this year. Next year, I don't think they're going, to be honest. My two early pick would be Baltimore versus Philadelphia. I'm going to go Philadelphia returns. I'm going to go Baltimore makes their first appearance, and Baltimore might even win. Don't sleep on Baltimore. I don't see Kansas City getting back next year, so I see it be a great-ass game again. Lamar Jackson versus Jalen Hurts probably. Saquon versus Derrick Henry. Two dominant defenses on opposite sides. Like, I can see that. That's so much ass-kicking action. That would be a better game because Philly going to destroy Kansas City kids they play them. So that could be the matchup we see. But Travis Scott wants the center stage for the halftime show. Let's do it. ZAM QUICC THOUGHTS.